Hello guys, how are you doing? I hope you're doing fine. I'm here at home recording this video for you. So I hope you can make the most of it. Today we are going to talk about a very good subject. And the first thing I would like to talk about is the sound of ED. You know, ED, we have the letter E and D. So words in the past, okay? So remember the regular verbs in the past that ends with ED. Do you remember those verbs? So those that I'm talking about, okay? Those verbs, they have three, remember this, three different ways to pronounce them, okay? So you have to memorize it and practice, because that's the thing. I can talk here, I can teach you, I can do a lot of things to teach you here and explain it clearly, crystal clear for you guys, but you will just understand when you can understand, but you just learn when you practice. Okay, so whatever I teach you here, guys, today, you have to practice. Okay, so try to say some regular verbs in the past, using them, creating phrases in your mind, or you can record yourself just to see how you're pronouncing them, because you have to pronounce at this level, guys. You have to speak. Okay, so of course, each level at the school you have to speak, but in this level properly, you have to speak up to listen to yourself and see if you're, how can I say, close to a native speaker. Of course, we can't be like them, but we can get close. And the first thing that I'm gonna talk here, the pronunciation of the ed in the regular verbs in the past. Okay, so remember those verbs with ed? Great. How do you pronounce, let's see, when you call someone in the past, like I heard yesterday, use the verb call, how do you say this? It's not called, okay? It's called. Called. I called my mom yesterday, okay? So why do I know that? Because we have mainly three rules. We have rules, but you have to learn, okay? So the first rule I want to talk about is the D rule. We use just D, not ED, okay? So the first rule is use D. When you have voiced consonant before the ED. How that? For example, how can it be? Let me tell you. For example, L. Let's see if L is voiced. So you put your hand right here on your throat, and you pronounce the sound of L. So you see it vibrates. So if vibrates, it means that this letter is voiced. Okay, so when it's voiced, we use just the sound, the D sound, because D is sound. If you put your hand here, you're gonna feel that D is a sound letter too. So let's go, a voiced one. So d, it vibrates, right? So when you have voiced consonant previously coming before the ed, you don't say like called, you say called. Okay, so L is voiced, so we use D, so called. What else? For example, R, we have R, the letter R. So let's see, scared. We don't say scared, we say scared. Just the D, scared. Because R, let's see, R voiced. So we use D, voiced, scared. We don't pronounce the E. Why? Let me tell you. We just pronounce the T when it's, I'm going to tell you later. But why don't we pronounce the T? Because it's the E, sorry. Because it's voice. So you just, for voiced consonant, you just add a D. Okay? It's like the E is hidden in this voiced consonant. Okay? Let's practice some voiced consonant first, and then we can see how it works in practicing it. Okay? So let's go for the consonants. You know what you can do? You can get a notebook and write all the consonants. Okay? So A is not a consonant, it's a vowel, right? So you just put B, and then C, D. Let's go. Put on the consonants from A to Z, but A is not a consonant, right? A is a vowel, so just put the consonant, right? So I'm gonna give you from 5 to 10 minutes, and then you can put this. And then after you put the vowels, let a space behind it, below it, so that you can put the sound. For example, it's B, right? But the sound of B is like B, B, B. This is the sound of B, and it's not voiced. But you have to put the letter, and under the letter, let a space, because you're going to put if it's voiced or unvoiced, okay? So from 5 to 10 minutes so that you can do that, okay? So let's go. Okay, have you completed? It's going to be something like that, okay, in your notebook. So you have the B, right? B, let's see. B is voiced or unvoiced. You're going to use V for voiced and U for unvoiced. And remember, C, we're going to get there. So B, B, you put your hand here and you feel B, 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 B. It's voiced, it vibrates, so you put a V. Voiced, okay, under the B. Let's see C. No voiced, so it's unvoiced, okay? U. Let's go for D. D, you have D, 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 voiced. So, but D is an exception, okay? So D is voiced, but let's go continue. Then we have F. Let's see. What is that? Unvoiced. There's no vibration. So unvoiced. G. G, 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 G. Voiced. Age is unvoiced. J, 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 voiced. K, unvoiced. So it's gonna be something like that. B, voiced. C, unvoiced. D, voiced. F, unvoiced. G, voiced. H, unvoiced. J, voiced. K, unvoiced. K, L, voiced. M, voiced. N, n. Just see. M, n. Everything vibrates. So voiced, voiced, voiced. So it's not voo, 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 voo. No, we have voiced, voiced, voiced. And it's unvoiced. So unvoiced. From Q, Q, from Q. So it's unvoiced too. R, let's see, voiced. S, unvoiced. Okay, so you keep doing that to all the letters. Okay, we have, for example, continuing, we have, let me put it again for you guys. We have K-R-S-T. Oh my God. K-I-R-S-T. V, Z, X. And that's it. Because we don't, Y and W, they are consonant, but they sound like vowels, so we don't use them, okay? So we have just 4 to finish: T, V, Z, and X. Let's see. T is unvoiced. So T, unvoiced, you get a new. And V, V, it's voiced. So voiced. Z, voiced. Is unvoiced. X is unvoiced. Like that's not, it's not, it doesn't vibrate. Okay? So if you keep if you pay attention, we have like S in one hand, on one hand, like S, unvoiced, and Z on the other hand, which is voiced. Z. We have F in one hand, that is unvoiced, like F, and V on the other hand, that is voiced. So V and F. It's the same gesture of the mouth, but the sound is different because one uses voice and the other doesn't. Okay, so now that you have all the consonants of the alphabet, now let's try to use words from some of them. Okay, maybe we don't have all of them, but we have some of them. Great, so let's go. So first, let's get started with the unvoiced ones, okay? No, sorry, the voiced ones, okay? So that's what we learned, that when we use voiced, we use D. Remember? Voiced D. Voiced D. Remember this, voiced D. Okay, so let's start with the voiced. I tried hard to use all the letters, okay? And I'm going to show you these words. And after these words, you've got to choose one of them and put in context so that you can practice. But let's go. I'm going to take it easy and then we go increasing the level of it. Great. So let's start with the first voiced letter, which is B. Okay? B, B, B. Let's go with me. Put your hand here. Let's go. B, B, B. Great. So this, we have a word like comb, another word like describe, and there's something, maybe the word like describe, let's write this down, describe, we have an E in the end, but what matters is what, the end we put D, and what matters is B has to come before ED. Okay, so comb, how do we say comb in the past? So we say combed, 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 or described, 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 just a D, okay? Described, described, described. Sometimes it doesn't go out, it's just describe, is the D inside, okay? Described, described, combed, okay? So just describe, okay, comb, okay, you just get your tongue and like describe it. You do this with your tongue, okay? Describe it or combed, okay? You have to use one of these words, or you find out another word that has B before ED, and you have to formulate a phrase, okay? For example, yesterday I combed my hair and, I broke the comb. Okay, so yesterday I combed my hair. Or I was just, yesterday Michael asked me to describe something, but I didn't want to describe it. But in the end, I ended up describe. No, let's not use this example. Let's use another one. Yesterday I described a whole city to Michael. Okay, so described. So now you have to use one of these two words, combed or described, and use it in a phrase. Okay, so just record a voice message saying a phrase like this. But don't if you want to write down this first phrase with one of these words, it's okay because we have a lot of phrases to work on. Great. So let's go to the next one. We have the A, B, C, and then we have D. D is an exception, okay? So let's keep D. Remember, D is an exception. Repeat, D is an exception. We're gonna get to the D. Okay, so let's keep F is unvoiced, sorry. Is unvoiced. So the next one in the list that is voiced is G. G. Great. So let's go to G. G, remember, we have the sound, G is like G, 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 G. This is the sound of G, which is voiced, G, G, G. And the other sound that's like G, G is from the J. So we have G and G, G and G, which is G, G and G, J. Okay, so what I'm saying is it's not about the letter, it's about the sound. Okay, maybe it's written with G, but the sound is J. Okay, let's go. We have the words with G, that's G, 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 the sound of G. Okay, so like plug, plug, or belong, belong. For example, I plugged the computer on the on the electricity, and it burst. Okay, so I plugged, right? And so you see plugged, okay, it's not plugged. No, it's like plug, and then you just add, you do this with your tongue. Okay, so plugged, plugged, okay, not plugged, it's plugged. Very good. And belonged. I knew that I didn't belong in that family, so belonged. Okay, so try to make a phrase, okay, to create a phrase out of these two words, but just one phrase, okay, or just choose one word, belonged or plugged, and create a phrase so that it can repeat and practice. Great. Let's go to the next one. J. Okay, J is confused. Some people confuse J with G. Okay, because how can I say? Because they are voiced, right? So we have G, the G like this G. Let me write down for you guys. I don't have my board here. This is G, right? G. We sound G, and J we sound J. Okay. So for example, we write change with G, but the sound is J. The sound is J. Okay. So changed, like changed, or manage it. It sounds like manage and manage it. Okay, so I managed to do my homework, but I couldn't do it. I manage it. It's just like manage, and then we get the tongue to do like this. Jed. Okay, I manage it. Sometimes it doesn't go out because it's like, but it's not managed. It's managed. Okay, okay. Sorry, but you have to work on that. It's very serious. Okay. Oh, but it's just the end. No, but it's important. It makes all the difference in your English. Okay. So we are with change and mange. They are both with G, but the sound is J. Okay. So for J, we have change and manage, but we have to use a phrase. So I managed to go to London, but I couldn't. Or I changed my trip to the other day. Okay, so change it. Very good. Now let's go to L. L is the other consonant that's voiced. So like roll, we have the word roll. So road, the ball rolled down the road. The ball rolled down the road. So road is like okay. Road, like road, or ruled, like the last president that ruled the country led a mess. Okay, so ruled. Okay, so try to use phrase like that. And then we have battle. That's another thing. Battled, because row, and then it's an L, right? Like battle, like this. Battle. Okay, so and then I say battled. Great. So choose one of these words and create a phrase. Okay, let's go to next. M. So we talked about B, G, J, L, and now we're going to M. M's great. So program, we have the word program. So programmed or claimed. Okay, so we just okay, so programmed or claimed. Okay, so if it sound if it's voiced, just add a D. Okay, not ed. So just claimed. Okay. Oh, my child claimed me, claimed my name. I don't know. Or my friend programmed my computer, or something like that. So we have to create a phrase and then practice. Okay. Let's go to N. N is the other letter. You can follow me up with this thing. Okay. So if you go to N, N is voiced. So we are talking about voiced. We have contained. So a lot of people, unfortunately, and a lot of people have contained the coronavirus. Okay. Contained. Or burned. We have another word like burn. And then we just add a D. The house burned because the gas was opened. So opened is another word. Opened, not opened. It's not opened, okay? It's opened. And there's opened, just a small D. Opened, opened, opened. Okay? The store is opened. It's not opened, okay? So opened. Okay? It's an N, so just put a D. Right. Let's go to R. R. R is voice, right? The next in our list. We have 3 words for R here. Remember, what matter is the sound. Sometimes it ends with E, so we just add a D. And for example, scare. Scare is like E, but we add a D. And then the sound is so scared, right? So we have the word like care. Oh, he cared too much for his family. Or occurred, a cure, and you just put a D, occurred, with double C, okay? So care, occurred, and snore, yeah, like snored, okay? So you just use one of this word, care, occurred, occur, or snore, and then you put all D, like cared, occurred, and snored. Create a phrase with one of these words, okay? So basically we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 phrases. Great. So you have to do it. Now let's go to the next one, which is V. We just have V and Z. Basically, the voiced consonant are just like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Just 9, okay? So B, G, J, L, M, N, R, okay? And VZ, okay? Like V. What are the words we have with V? So for example, I didn't, no, I'm saying the negative. So yesterday I shaved, shave. When you have like, you shave, it's a v, and then you just put a D. It's not shaved. No, shaved. Okay, shaved. For example, waved. Waved from the waved. The wave waved or something like that. Received. Oh, yesterday I received the very good news. Received. Okay, received, not received. No. It's received. Just okay. So just get your tongue and touch the here, right here. So received. Okay, received. Sometimes you don't even feel it because it's just a D. Received. Okay, it's not a D. It's not ED. It's just D. Okay. And the last one, Z. This is very important, people. It's the sound of Z. It's not Z. Sometimes you have words with Z, but you know, some words that finishes with S, it's Z sound. For example, I know we can't put this word in the past, but for example, always, it's not always with S. It's Z. We write it with S, but it's Z. Like always. It has to vibrate. Always. Sometimes it's a Z. It's written with S, but we say Z. Okay? So, for example, I have a word like confuse. We write it with S, but the sound is Z. So, it might be confused. You might be confused by my explanation, but that's what it is. Okay. So don't be confused with this D sound. Just put a D for ED when it's voiced. Just put a D for ED when it's voiced. Okay. So, don't be confused. This is the word. This is the word. Confuse. Okay. So you have to use a phrase with this, confuse. Cause, like cause. Oh, this thing caused. You see, it's not caused, it's caused. And the D is not G. Because we have, for example, da de G do, we say in Portuguese. But in English is d. It's not G. This is J. No, this is G. This G is G. Like this. This is G from, okay? And this is D, okay? So, it's caused, okay? So, the cold weather caused me problems. I don't know. Great. So we have 3 words: confuse, caused, and the last one, analyze. In American English is Z, but in British English is S. Or is it the opposite? No. So analyzed. I have analyzed, and that's my result. Great. So 3 words: confused, caused, and analyzed. And it's written with S, but the sound is Z. Great. Very good. So all these things, I want 9 phrases with all these letters. Okay. If you didn't get these words, come back to the video again and get this, at least 1 word and put in a phrase. Okay. So 9 phrases, and you have to speak them. Okay. You have to use them. You have to put it in your mouth and use these words so that when you see words that finish with BJ or BJ or G, this sound, LMNRVZ, with this 9 sounds, this voiced, with voice sounds that vibrates your throat, you use D. You don't use ED. You use D. Okay? So are we fine? Voiced, we use D. Voiced, we use. Okay, so now get these phrases. You make these phrases, write it down, 9 phrases with voiced. Okay, use these words or you can find more words at internet in the internet. Okay, but it has to be with these 9 sounds: b, j, g, g, z, z, v. Okay, you may be thinking like, oh my god, this is bullshit. No, it's important. Okay, so now let's go to the unvoiced. Okay, so we have voiced on one hand and unvoiced. What is the sound that we produce? What is the sound that we make when it's unvoiced letter before the ed? Okay, but unvoiced sound, sometimes I say letter because it's simpler to imagine, but actually it's the sound. And you understand why I'm talking about the sound. There are some letters that doesn't have the sound, and it's just 2 letters together that have some sound. I'm gonna explain that. So let's just start by the first one. You have this thing. So the first one is C, unvoiced. Remember the first one with V, voiced, B, but the first one from the unvoiced is V. C, sorry, I'm saying V. C. So C, it's an S sound, right? So words with this C is an S. So the sound of C is an S. So we are talking about C, but the sound is S. Okay. For example, announce. It was announced yesterday that, okay. It was announced yesterday that we are gonna get back to the activities on July the 1st. Yeah, on July the 1st or June the 1st. I think it's June the 1st. So yesterday was announced. And did you realize for unvoiced we use nothing more, nothing less than T, my friend. It's T. Okay. So for voiced, we use D, right? And unvoiced, we use T. Okay. If you put your hand here, you're gonna feel t, t. It doesn't vibrate at all. So we have here the first sound, C, right? So announced, this is the first word, announced. So we have to make a phrase with this. And for example, practice. And we have practice with S and practice with C, okay? British and American, okay? So practice. So announce and practice for you, okay? Want a phrase. I want a phrase with this. And I want, okay, let's go. The second in the list, the second unvoiced in the list is F, okay? F. F is a problem because we don't have words that we have one. I found just one. If you found more, let me know. But I just found one, like that's sniff. Sniff. Okay? Sniff. Sniff. And then I say sniffed. Sniffed. We see just T. There's an ED, but we say T. Sniffed. 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 Not sne. Sniffed. Okay? This is the only word that I found regular verbs in the past. But the other words with the F sound, we write with J age, this J age, okay? This is the sound of F, okay? F like this, okay? So these words like enough, it's enough with F, but we write G age, okay? So for example, cough, cough. I'm not coughing. So what is the past of cough? Is coughed, coughed. Coughed with T, okay? Coughed. Or for example, laughed. Oh, I laughed a lot. I laughed. Like laugh. Ha 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 ha. Laugh, okay? Laugh. Laughed. And so, 3 words. Cough, laugh, and sniff. Okay? You see, all of them are this F. So, but one is with 2 F's. Sniff, 2 F, like this. Is sniff. 2 F's is sniff, okay? And cough, for example, we write like this. Cough, cough, C-O-U-G-H, cough, okay? And it's different from coffee. This is the coffee, and this is cough, okay? Coughed, the past of cough, coughed, the past of laugh, laughed, the past of sniff, sniffed. Okay, great. So don't confuse this with you have to practice this schwa sound. Schwa sound is you have to put your tongue here. It's not in the other. Okay, we are gonna get there. Great. So F. So C with sound of S. F with this J-H for F. So this is the second sound of unvoiced letters. Great. Now I have age, I would say. Age, you know age. Yes, you know age, of course. So for age, the sound of age is you know our arranhar, this the double R in Portuguese, this is the sound of age. We don't have any word, any regular verb with this, okay? So what I want to do in the age section, the age, this I'm talking about age, okay? Not eight, age, but it's the same thing, age, okay? I want to talk about the schwa sound. What is schwa sound, teacher? Is this is schwa sound. You know those kids that talk like sapinho de sapa, sa, 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 sa. This is the T age. The T age, okay? T age. So, tha, tha, tha. You have to practice, guys. It has to be perfect. Great? So, let's talk about this T age. We have one word with this. So, like bath. Bath. You know when I have to take a bath? So, I bathed. 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 I want a phrase with this word. Great? Another thing that I want to talk with age is the TCH sound. Yes, TCH. This here, TCH. Yes, the cha cha cha. Cha cha. Okay, this, for example, match. In the past, matched. Watched. It's not watched. Okay, it's watched. Okay, the ta. So watched. Oh, watched. Okay, watched. Okay, matched or whatever. Okay, so bathed, watched, and matched. Okay, we have more words if you look for that. Great. Are we done with that? So I want one word with bath, one phrase actually with F, and another phrase with match or matched or watched. Okay, so now let's go to K, the K sound. The K sound, you know, yeah. So we have soak, S-O-A-K, soak, or packed. I packed my books. Okay, so packed. I want to know a phrase with one of these words: soak, pack, and crack. So soaked, packed, and cracked. So you see, it's a the T sound, okay, not D. D is for voiced. This is unvoiced. Cake. So cracked or soaked or packed. Okay, very good. Now let's go for P. Okay, very good. We have clapped, or bumped. When you have a boyfriend or a girlfriend and you bumped her or him. So bumped or developed. So you see these three words, I want a phrase with one of them. So clapped, bumped, T, okay? Developed, not developed, no, developed. And I'm talking about this word, guys. Developed. Developed, okay? No, sorry. It's a D, developed, okay? It's a D, but the sound is T, okay? Developed. And then we have Q, Q. But the Q is the K sound, so the same thing. S, again, is the C, so we have two words I want you to use. Express or miss. So expressed. I expressed myself well for you, yeah? So, and missed, great. And the last one, we have the unvoiced are just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yes, just 6. We have 9 voiced and 6 unvoiced. Great. So I have the X. X, we have two sounds. The sh sound, okay, from X, and x from taxi, okay? So the first one, rush, and punish. So rushed, punished, and for example, okay, so I want one of this word, one phrase with one of this word, rush and punish. Okay, rushed and punished in the past using T. Okay, one phrase. Another phrase with this one of these three words: relaxed, fixed, or boxed. Okay, so it's like like relaxed, relax. It's just a T. It's not relaxed. No, relaxed, fixed, and boxed. Great. So this is it, the unvoiced ones. And now we are going to the two exceptions, which is a T and D, and we are going to talk about that. So let's go for the two exceptions, okay? The two exceptions are T and D, okay? So when words, for example, I'm going to write down one word here for you guys. Let me just get here a paper. Let me just get a paper. Yeah, great. For example, this word, and, okay? Oh, sorry, and you see there's a D. And for example, the class ended. Now I use the id. Yes, this sound, id. Now I use id, okay? the problem is you use it for everything, and it's not like that. How can you say punished? It's not like that. It's punished, punished, punished with T because it's unvoiced. So you always have to remember voiced D, just D, not E, D, D, D. Unvoiced T, T, and D and T. Let me give you another word, like act, T, right? So acted. Now we use this sound, it, because we have T and D. So when we have T and D, we use ed. For example, interested. But in American English, we say interested. Interested. Yeah, it's right. Interested. Ended and added. Okay. So if you have D before ed, you say id. If you have T before ed, you say id. Okay. So I want you to use ended or acted in one phrase. Or if you find more with T and D before it, you just put it there. Okay. So thank you guys very much. I hope you can practice. We have, let's see how many. 9 plus 6 is 15, right? 9 plus 6, 15. Plus, so 16 phrases. Yes, that's what I want. Or you can better. You can, I don't know, if you want to record 16 phrases, is one audio, okay? One audio saying the 16 phrases, it's up to you. You have to record. That's the other thing. I don't want to see the phrase. You have to speak. So speak, and then you record, okay? Don't like, oh, okay, let me record. No, speak to yourself and then you record. There's something. You have to, so 16 phrases, okay? Or you can write a text and put the words in the text. Okay. I think it's better. So write a text, right? So this is that. This is it. You just write a text. You have those phrases, right? Practice those phrases. Now you have to get those words and put in a text and practice, and practice, and then record a voice message. Okay, to Michael. Great. So this is the lesson for today. I hope you liked it. You have to practice, guys. Pronunciation is something that you just learn, and you just know how to use it if you use it. Okay. So if you just see in the paper, just watch the class, it's not going to solve your problem. Okay. We're going to come back with more pronunciation problems that I know you guys have. So let's just practice, and then you can be better English speakers. Great. So see you next time, and practice these expressions and this ed sound. That's D, T, and id for D and T. Bye.